vast majority of countries that have these government-run systems, they have payroll taxes, social insurance taxes that are used to finance the pay-as-you-go benefits to seniors. What you have to do to set up a private pension system is you have to allow younger workers to divert, hopefully most, if not all, of their social insurance or payroll taxes to personal accounts. And then over 30 or 40 years of a working lifetime, that will build up to a big nest egg that will give them a much better, much more comfortable retirement than the government will promise. But there's a catch. Here's the problem with that answer I just gave you. Under pay-as-you-go systems, the taxes, the social insurance payments that come from young workers immediately go out the door to finance benefits from old workers for the retirees. So if you allow young workers to divert their taxes and social insurance contributions into personal retirement accounts, who's going to finance the benefits for old people? So in other words, there's what is called a big transition cost when you shift to a system of personal retirement accounts, because the workers who are now saving for their own retirement, you somehow also have to somehow come up with money in order to pay off the current retirees and the older workers who wouldn't have enough time to benefit from the new system. And that to give you an example, in the United States, it could very well be that transition cost could be $10 trillion or more, obviously over 10, 20, 25 years. So that's a big amount of money. It's a giant obstacle to reform. But here's what I always tell people. The unfunded promises of Social Security in the United States today, adjusted for inflation, are more than $45 trillion. So we're in a giant hole. Let's at least figure out a reform that will make that hole easier to climb out of. It's sort of like refinancing a mortgage. I don't know whether that's a business that you see in Europe, but in the United States, sometimes when interest rates drop, homeowners will refinance their mortgage. It usually costs them money in the short run to do that, but they make that choice because it saves them money over the period of the loan that they use to finance their house. And that's what Social Security reform is. It's a good long-run policy. Here's the political challenge, not just the transition cost. Politicians don't think long-term. They think to the next election cycle. This is a big problem that the public choice school of economics tells us about, but it unfortunately doesn't tell us how to solve it.